Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight concept video. Today we're going to be going over the Skin Deep chapter and the new killer who comes with it. Let's get straight into it. The Skin Deep chapter comes with a brand new killer, the Copycat, aka Rosa Afsoon, and here is her lore. Rosa was born into poverty in the streets of Tehran, where she grew up stealing silk and cloth to make her own clothes for her family. She eventually upped this operation of sorts to be making clothes for others where she would earn money, and eventually got her family out of poverty. They began to rely on her, and after a violent acid rain destroyed her studio, she was left with nothing. So she decided to try again in the United States, where she moved when she was an adult. She continued to influence clothing brands, but soon found out people had been stealing her designs and ideas. Filled by rage, she first took out her anger on one of these copycats and developed a brand new weapon to do it with, the Thief's Chain, a bracelet that concealed a chain attached to a blade that she used for her secret kills. This went on for a very long time, and she devised a lot of equipment to aid in her assassinations of these thieves, until it culminated in her learning about Zamit Industries, a company that had been stealing her clothes and mass-producing them for a very long time, which enraged her. She spent days building her new costume before finally unveiling it on her private yacht in front of the board of directors of the company. She then revealed that she had been recording and tracking them as they stole all of her work and projected it onto her new suit. The suit was called the Mimi suit, and the way it worked was it used hidden cameras embedded in the seams to project the outside of the suit onto a film-like fabric, which essentially allowed Rosa to turn invisible. She used this suit and slaughtered everyone on the yacht before it finally sailed into a fog, and she ended up in the realm of the entity. Rosa's power is called Backstage Chic, and here's how it works. Using her suit, Rosa is able to cloak herself in a similar way to the Wraith. This lasts for 40 seconds maximum without the aid of add-ons. While cloaked, she cannot properly interact with the trials, such as kicking generators or pallets or injuring survivors. After 40 seconds, the battery begins to run out on the cloaking, and she must recharge it by kicking a generator, which allows her to remain cloaked. The second part of the copycat's ability is called Skin Deep. Once the copycat downs a survivor, you are able to interact with them using the Trace Skin interaction. This will allow Rosa to take on the form of the downed survivor, causing their icon to flicker slightly. The survivor in turn will be able to recover themselves from the dying state and will force the survivors to choose which of the two to interact with, knowing that one could be the killer. Rosa is able to interact with items like generators and chests, however no actual progress will be made on them. Rosa can either choose to exit the survivor form by a small animation, or by being pallet stunned out of her disguise. For the final part of the copycat's power, we have the peeping cameras and the peekaboo interaction. Rosa is able to place 4 tripods around the map strapped with cameras. These tripods observe a small cone in front of them, and if a survivor walks into it, they will become revealed with killer instinct. Rosa is unable to access these cameras from afar, and if they are disabled, she will not be notified, leaving you to manage them yourself. If a survivor is scanned by a peeping camera and you are cloaked, you gain the ability to perform a peekaboo. This is a teleportation ability that allows you to teleport behind the survivor who was scanned by the camera. Rosa will perform a small voice line along the lines of peekaboo or surprise before giving an extended lunge to be able to reach the survivor out of her stealth mode. Now, for once with one of these killers, I actually have some add-ons, which I'm going to be showing on screen now, going from uncommon to iridescent in order. This is mainly because Rosa was actually one of my first killer concepts, but because of
things to do with my old account. I lost everything I had on her and had to rebuild everything in a sense, or relocate everything since I had it on another document somewhere. I'm really glad I didn't lose her because she's one of my favourite killers. She fills two very underutilized roles in Dead by Daylight, those being traps with the peekaboo cameras system and also with stealth. Now, the last thing I want to do before I end the video is just quickly show you all Rose's perks. Out of Style, Attention Seeker and Trendsetter. I'll be showing them up on the screen now, and be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I made a post about it, but I want to say again, sorry this one's out a bit later than I thought it was going to be. I got caught up in boring real world stuff, but there will be a licensed chapter concept next week, solo killer for Duck Season. If you don't know that game, go check out. Great VR game. And that is all I've got to say. Thank you for watching again. Please like, subscribe, comment, anything. Ugh, I hate saying that, but I have to. The algorithm demands it, or I become beheaded. But yeah, you guys seem to like the Will Wood video that I did the other week, so let me know if you want to see more survivor concepts instead of just killers, even though killers are my specialty. And until next week, I'll see you then. Ta-ra!